set out due to a tweaked ankle. So, Shannon, what did the Clippers' loss tell you?
Skip, look, they're trying to figure things out. You just don't put ingredients together and get a cake. It takes time. You got to mix it. It takes time to blend it together. And it seems like as soon as they start to, build some chemistry, Kawhi goes out for a few games. Kawhi comes back. Now Paul George is out. And I think that had a lot to do with it last year because at the start of the season, training camp, Paul George was hurt. So as soon as he came back, Kawhi started a little managing. And so they were really never able to build chemistry. And so that's going to hurt them. They're going to have to get on the floor, Skip, for stretches, 10, 15 games in order to build that chemistry that you need in order for you to, okay, we're ready to go. And that's what you see with the Lakers and LeBron and AD. They build that chemistry. They were there. They were playing on a regular basis. It's going to be interesting to see how when KD comes back because they're trying to get a flow. They seem like they got a good flow, and now KD's going to miss a week. But I just want to know, Skip. Oh, Kawhi let us show up. Oh, it's clutch. We just talked about this conversation yesterday about the final 10 seconds of a shot of a game, the go-ahead or tie the game. Kawhi Leonard now is 1 for 9 in the final 10 seconds. The only one that he made was a 6-bouncer against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yep. Have I ever called him a closer? No.
So, and I don't know if you noticed this, Skip, last night, but the San Antonio Spurs bench did a number on the Clippers bench.
Well, that's because a one-man band.
Oh, Patty. And what we do to Patty? we shut old Patty down. Now, but we got some. I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a chance to get your case back.
Yeah.
Okay. You want it? You want the Spurs tomorrow night against the Lakers?
Think about it.
Because
Okay, it's my turn to talk about. First, I want to get off my chest what happened last night. Speaking of our bet of last week, because I had extremely mixed emotions last night, and I barely slept last night because I couldn't turn this game off. First, I thought I could turn it off in the second quarter because they're down 24 at home, and I thought, good, I'm going to get a little rest tonight. And then here came old Kawhi. He said, nope, not on my watch, not in my house. Boom, boom, boom. You want to talk about mid-range step-back jumpers? You want to talk about fall-away jump shots? You want to talk about lethal? He was lethal last night until the end of the game. Yeah. I'll get to that in just a moment. Who played last night for the San Antonio Spurs, who played neither of the games last week in San Antonio, that you snookered me on, and you said, I'll bet you that the Lakers win both games. I don't know if you had inside information. No. I doubt it, because nobody knew at that point that for reasons beyond me, all of a sudden, my man LaMarcus Aldridge, all 6 feet 11 inches of LaMarcus Aldridge against the Lakers, said, no, I got a sore knee. You had just played on Sunday night, and you can't play in either game? No, I got a sore knee.
You got a sore knee?
You got a sore knee?
Yeah.
Why? It feels like my man Pop handed a little bouquet to LeBron in year 18. I'm going to give you a little break here. Yeah. I'm not going to play my big man against your team that is soft in the middle with Marc Gasol. Pop loves Marc Gasol because he plays the right way. I got that. But you don't have Dwight, and you don't have JaVale, and you need another big man, and you need some terror in the middle of your lane, because no terror gets struck by Marc Gasol, the Glacier.
Well, Marc Gasol keeps picking up 5 fouls, and he can only play like 10 minutes a night.
Okay, I got it. So LaMarcus Aldridge would have done damage, especially in San Antonio, to Marc Gasol or whoever else was in the middle.
AD.
You know, okay, AD, he would have just schooled him. Because
really,
AD can't deal with LaMarcus. When LaMarcus is cooking, he is a beast in the lane.
LaMarcus has cooked 1 year in San Antonio. LaMarcus hadn't cooked like he cooked in Portland in a very long time.
Well, he came back last night and cooked my...
Skip the man had 16 to 14 points. What you mean cooking?
He only played 25 minutes, but he had 14 and 6, and he made 6 out of 16 shots, but at least he contributed. He didn't contribute 1 bounce against your Lakers in either game, and I still can't figure it out. And then he comes back to play against the Clippers.
Well, you're going to have him on Thursday, so bet the case. You got him on Thursday.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So the next thing that happens is there's no Paul George, and this team falls behind by 24 at home. And remember, they had lost to Dallas by 51 points, and it sounded like they were going to get Texas two-stepped right on their heads. And I was highly respectful of. I was actually in awe of the resolve of this team. you could just see them. They said, no, not this time. And here they came, and they roared back into this game, led by Kawhi Leonard. But it's hard to overcome. One of my all-time favorite players, mixed emotions again, Patty Mills was out of his gourd last night. He made 8 threes in 12 attempts. 8, that's his career high, and he is a really good three-point shooter. He is deadly. He's streaky, those, because that's his thing, though. He get hot, and he hit 4 or 5 of them when you're quick. So in the first game last week against your Lakers, he took 5 and he made 2. Not bad. And in the second game, a close game, went down to the wire. LeBron got away with an offensive foul.
Now, there you go.
But Patty Mills took 4 and made 2. So he made 2 and 2 threes in those games. And all of a sudden, he goes to the Clippers and makes 8. How do you overcome a team that goes 20 of 40 from 3? What do you think's going to happen? Bad things are going to happen.
But you didn't have no problem with Patty Mills when he was lighting up the Lakers back in 2014. He was just lighting them up.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, exactly.
Shot you right out of the gym.
Yeah, you would love it. That
By a record finals margin, you got blown off the floor. LeBron James lost a finals by a record finals point margin.
You didn't question Danny Green. You didn't question Patty Mills raining threes like nobody had ever seen before.
Yeah, name them all, the whole roster.
Yeah, exactly.
Bellinelli.
But and now all of a sudden, you got a problem with Patty Mills doing what Pop insisted.
Well, why did he save his career high for a night at Clippers at Staples? I don't know.
Skip, I mean, he's streaky. He can get hot like this. A lot of these guys can get, and plus, Skip, I think the thing is when you it's a quiet, I mean, you've been in a actual game, but it's almost like a quiet setting. We saw guys in the bubble. Look at some of the performances that we got in the bubble. So Patty's like, man, this thing nice and quiet. Ain't nobody yelling, ah!
Okay, so it comes down to the wire last night. These Clippers stormed back. They got shots. Who do I always call the closer? Lou Williams. And my closer had a pretty open look from 3 with 16.5 seconds left to go up 1, if we could see it. He had a look, and he took the shot. For him, that's a pretty clean look, and he just didn't get it up over the front of the rim, okay? So here we go again. Lou Williams, this is the shot of the night. This is to maybe to win the game, at least to go up by 1. So, but they get the rebound, and it goes around the horn to Kawhi, and he dribbles down. He's got 2 men on him.
No. Hold on, Skip.
And guess what he did? Guess what he did?
What'd he do?
He took the LeBron route. He took the route that you always say. There are 2 guys there. Oh, I'll kick it to the open shooter, the man we just gave a lot of money to, Luke Kennard from Detroit.
And he missed it.
And he missed it.
But you told me Luke Kennard is a great one.
This is the LeBron memorial play. Kick it to the open shooter, just the way LeBron did in, what was it, Game 5?
Yes.
Against Miami, kicked it all the way back out to Danny Green. Well, that's what you say you're supposed to do. Is that not the right basketball play?
But hold on.
You got 2 men all over you on the baseline. What's going to happen? Could you go to the foul line?
Let me ask you a question. How many times have you seen LeBron James shoot a mid-range shot, drive the basketball, and just pull up and shoot it? That's not what LeBron does. So that's what Kawhi does. You told, that mid-range was going. He had the mid-range going last night. Oh, if he got it going, because remember you told me that hot hand that LeBron had in Game 1 against the Warriors, he should have just risen up and shot just right over the top of
Why not? Why not? You got a 6'3" man on. Those are 2 big guys.
No, they're no big guys.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray, that was DeJounte, and I don't know who else came was out there. So don't do that, Skip. Your guy missed it. That's as simple as that. It's a make-or-miss league, and he missed.
Kawhi Leonard had 10 assists last night. Is that good? That's pretty good, right? So he was going LeBron.
It's about time.
He wanted to be an all-around player. He wanted to play the right way.
It's about time.
Yeah, way to go.
Is it about time?
So now you're desperate. Now Patty Mills made 1 of 2 free throws, so now you're down 3, and you got a 3 late to tie. And Kawhi said, okay, I got this. Let me just try to create something on DeRozan. And that's about as deep a wing 3 as you can shoot. He's almost out of bounds. And I liked the shot. It was right on line. It was just a touch long. Just a touch.
I saw my guy hit one of those falling out of bounds in Washington. You remember that about 3 years ago?
Yeah, and he backboarded it by accident. By accident. It was the luckiest shot I've ever seen. Except for Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs.
He knew the trajectory.
He did not. It was
the way he was calculating.
Lucky backboard shot.
You remember that movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise?
Do I?
When he was calculating all the numbers and, okay, this is where it's going to be. He's like, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to check. I'm going to fall.
Do you want me to show you the air balls that LeBron shot?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. So, again, way to go, Kawhi. You had a good night. You Put up your 30 and 10 assists. That'll work. You got him back in the game. No Paul George.
Yeah,
LaMarcus played. You got me. So we'll see what happens.
You gonna get some more? You got me.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep on it. Now we'll see what the spread is on this game.
There ain't no spread. Ain't no spread. No points.
Yeah.
We go straight.
I'm sure this will be a